KK6OKU, KB4TV. Mike, are you out there? Yes, sir. Are you going to be the logger this evening, sir? Yes, sir. Very well. Are you prepared for the net? Yes, sir. Alrighty then. Yes, sir. KB4TV, standing by for net. KK6OKU, standing by for net. This is KB4TV, net control station from the Monroe County ARES net. The net will begin in 1 minute. It's 2000 hours. This is Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Victor, KB4TV. Does anyone need to use the repeater before we begin the Monroe County ARES net this evening? Please call now. This is Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Victor. My name is John, and I'll be calling the Monroe County ARES Emergency Service Net this evening. The MCARES net meets every Wednesday evening at 2000 hours local time on the 145.25 and linked 145.27 repeaters. Wait. The backup repeater, should one be needed, is the 147.315 with a 141.3 tune with a 0.6 offset. The purpose of this net is to encourage interest in and to provide information about amateur radio emergency services in Monroe County and to provide members practice in the net control role. The Monroe County ARES is under the direction of the ARRL appointed emergency coordinator and Monroe County Emergency Management Agency. This organization offers communication services to public service and governmental agencies as requested. All amateurs are welcome to this net, and you do not have to be a member of ARES to join this net. This is a directed net, so please address all transmissions to net control. As always, emergency or priority traffic will take precedence and will be handled immediately. Emergency traffic may break in at any time with break. Should net control not hear the call, any station may indicate there is an emergency break to the net control station. This is KB4TV. Are there any stations with priority traffic for the net? Please call now. At this time, I will take check-ins from the Monroe County ARES members. Please give your call sign twice and at least once phonetically, as well as your name and location. Please wait for net control to recognize you prior to the next check-in. First station, please call now.
Net control. This is November 4, Papa Oscar Delta in Fort Beauty, Jeff in Madisonville, Monroe County ARES.
And for POD, good evening, Jeff. Glad you could join us this evening. Hadn't seen you in more than 10 minutes. Next station, please call now.
Net control. This is KE0GBR, Kilo Echo 0, Golf Bravo Romeo, Mick in Maryville, Madison, Monroe County ARES member, sorry. Back to net.
Good evening, Mick. You're sounding better this evening. Glad you could join us. Next station, please come now.
This is W4 WIF, Whiskey 4, Whiskey India Foxtrot, Sharon, XQTH in Philadelphia, and also check in by relay Dennis, K4 CKC, Kilo 4 Charlie Kilo Charlie, is still in transit from work.
All right. Thank you, Sharon. W4 WIF, I got you in there, and I believe Mike was in there, KK60KU. Is that correct, Mike?
Yes, sir. I do believe I partially double the Sharon there. But it is me, Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo United, Mike, Monroe County ARES, and also by relay, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Delta Kilo Whiskey, David, Loudoun County ARES.
Alrighty, you got KF4DKW and Sharon relayed in Kilo 4 Charlie Kilo Charlie. Is that correct, Sharon?
That's Roger.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Next station, please call now.
Net control, this is Kilo 4, Bravo Charlie Lima, K4 BCL, Ryan Oak Ridge, Anderson County. And I'm sorry if I jumped the gun. I realize you might not have opened it up yet.
Well, K4BCL, we'll hold it against you for about the next 5 milliseconds. Send your name, sir, please.
I'm sorry, this is Brian, Bravo Romeo Yankee Alpha November.
Brian, it's good to have you in there with us this evening. No problems at all. I jump the gun myself every now and then. This is KB4TV, net control for the Monroe County ARES net. Next check-in, please call now. All right, any more member check-ins from the Monroe County ARES net? Please call now. Do we have any liaison stations, ARES members from outside of Monroe County, or visitors that would like to check in? Please call net control now.
This is Kilo Golf 4, Golf Mike Uniform, Norm in West Knoxville, member Knox County Meters and ARES.
Kilo Golf 4, Golf Mike Uniform. Norm, good evening. Glad you could join us. Knox County ARES and Meters. Hospital net. Good deal. Glad to have you in here with us this evening. Next station, please come now.
This is Kilo India 4, Foxtrot Zulu Tango, KI4FZT, Bill and Harriman, Monroe County ARES. Good evening.
Kilo India 4, Foxtrot Zulu Tango. Bill, good to have you with us this evening. Glad to hear you out there. Everybody's got a good signal tonight. Next station, please check in now. Call net control.
Net control. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Uniform Golf, KO4 PUG, Randy in Madisonville, Monroe County, ARES.
Randy, hadn't heard from you in a while. It's good to have you in here on the ARES net this evening. Next check-in, please call now.
Net control, Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Yankee Charlie, KO4 KYC, Mike in Tellico Village, visiting tonight on your net.
KO4KYZ, Mike, good evening. Hadn't heard from you in a while either. Glad you could join us on the Monroe County ARES net this evening. Glad to have you with us. Do we have any other check-ins? Please call now.
KM4OJK, Kilo Mike 4 Oscar Joliet Kilo, Brad in Tellico Village.
Brad, glad to hear you in there this evening. You're sounding good. This is KB4TV. Do we have any other check-ins for the Monroe County ARES net? Members, visitors, liaison stations, anyone, anywhere? Okay, at this time, we got any news or announcements that you'd like to share with the net this evening? Please call now.
Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo United.
KK60KU, net control. You are go for the floor.
Thank you much. I appreciate that, John. And I appreciate you calling the net this evening. Just want to say good evening to everybody. And, well, of course, now you hear me, you know I'm home. Had a bit of a trip out to California. And all went well and safe. A little bit of an eye-opener on the landing back in Knoxville, but that's a different story for a different time. And then also I wanted to comment on the Potapalooza 2. Wait. The Potapalooza 2 last weekend went off quite gracefully, I would say. We had about 60 folks show up, 22 of those activated. So we got 22 new activations out of 0034 Park. We had 2 tech licensed hams that made their first contact and first park activation. That was so much fun. I really did enjoy helping them out. That was quite the experience to see that first time contact smile on the face, and it just goes without saying the cooperation that we had utilizing the 520 FM frequency from all the other hams out there that checked in and helped us out and helped them make their contacts and their activation. And the understanding of the opportunity to go ahead and utilize that frequency for that specific event was unparalleled. Just wanted to say thanks, and I look forward to next year. And with that, I'll go ahead and turn it back to net control. Kilo 6, Oscar Kilo uniform.
Agree wholeheartedly, Mike. It was a great time had by all, that's for sure. This is Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Victor, net control for the Monroe County ARES net. Have any check-ins out there that would like to get in on the net this evening? And check in 1 repeater. Okay, are there any other news or announcements for the net? Please call now. Net control will add 1 comment that tomorrow evening, 2000 hours, Loudoun County ARES net on the 146-685 repeater. And we look forward to seeing everyone on there. And I believe Friday is hospital net, is it not, Mike?
Yes, sir. Good looking out. I'm going to be putting out an email via the IO here the next day or two. I haven't gotten the email from Billy yet, so usually I wait till I get that, find out what's going to be happening, make sure everything's a go. So once I get that, I'll go ahead and put it on the IO, and usually I'm there about 6 p.m. Net starts at 7, and we get up to the radio room, get things set up, tested, and tuned, and then we wait for the net, and that's at Shaw, Sweetwater Hospital Association for our hospital in Monroe County. And with that, yeah, that's it. I'll go ahead and, like I said, I'll get that email out and get everybody on the IO, the 411. Thanks, John. TK6 OKU.
Roger that, Mike. Thank you very much. And are there any other announcements or comments for the net this evening? Please call now.
6 OKU.
I apologize, Mike. Net control just stood all over the top of you. Did you have something else to add?
Yes, sir. Real quick, I just wanted to thank was it Norman and Bill checking in from Knox County and from Roane County. We'd like to work real close with our neighbors and also acknowledge the fact that we are here for them and they are there for us. As DPW says, the emergency doesn't stop at the county line, and I appreciate them making themselves heard, acknowledged, and noticed. We shall do the same, and I encourage everybody from Monroe County to go ahead and check into Bill's net and Blount County. Pretty much any other areas net is always a good thing to get familiar with. We all have ways of doing things, and it's just cross training is really worth its weight in gold. And I think, honestly, that's it, John. I promise not to take up anybody else's time. KK6, okay, you back to net control.
POD.
Good. I was going to say, just one more page. Come on, please. This is Net Control from the Monroe County ARES Net, KB4TV. Are there any other comments, news, announcements, anything for the net this evening?
And for POD.
And for POD, Net Control, go ahead.
So I got two things, and I don't know if this is still correct, but apparently the weather radio in the Chattanooga area is offline. That was reported 10 hours ago. Next monthly meeting is coming up too. I believe it's the 5th of November at 11:30 a.m. at Bert's hometown. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So wanted to make sure that we mentioned that too. And of course there'll be another net before then, so we'll mention it again next week too. That's all. I'm glad everybody had a good opportunity out at the Potapalooza. As I stated on another net, I was not able to make it work, but if it had been this weekend, I'd have no excuse because my boss told me to take the time off. So she basically twisted my arm and said, "You need to take some time off." So I'm like, "All right." Anyway, so remember, November 5th is the next in-person meeting, and unless Mike has some other information that I'm not aware of, and that should be it. And for POD, back to net.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much for that. And if we don't have anything else for the net this evening, I'm going to get ready to close the net, but I'm going to open it up one last time for any last-minute check-ins, any further announcements, comments, or anything else for the net this evening. Please call now. Okay, I'd like to thank all of you for your participation. We'd like to thank Whiskey 4 Yankee Juliet and Kilo Kilo 4 Delta Kilo Whiskey for the use of the repeaters, and WB4GBI for the backup repeater. This is Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Victor securing the net at 2018 hours. Thank you all for participating this evening. Hope everyone has a safe night. This is KB4TV, returning the repeater to normal amateur radio use. Thanks, everyone.
KB4GV, KK6OKU.
KK6OKU, KB4TV, go ahead.
I got a count of 13, 1-3, QSL.
And you got 13?
Yes, sir.
That is exactly what I have, thank you, sir. For once I matched up. That's a good thing. Yeah, thanks for logging there, Mike. I appreciate it. KB4TV, monitoring.
Appreciate you there, John. Great job on the net. You have a good evening. I'm going to go ahead and go QRT. 7-3 is my friend. KK6OKU will be clear.
73s, Max. KK6OKU from KB4TV. KB4TV will be QRT.
And 4 POD, KE0 GBR.
KE0GBR and 4PD.
Good evening, Jeff. Just wanted to throw an idea out there at you for antenna. I know we kind of discussed it before. I was just thinking, though, if I got a full wave 10 meter, that would also be a half wave 20 and a quarter wave 40, correct?
Well, it depends on when you say full wave. Are you talking about a full wave loop, or are you talking about something else?
I was talking about a dipole. Do a full 32.808, whatever, for the dipole. I think that should work out.
Well, I think the problem with a full wave is, and my theory on this was always a little kind of shaky, but a full wave dipole is not an effective radiator, from my understanding, because it actually has to be like a half wave, 5/8 wave, something like that. Otherwise, I think what happens is the signal actually dissipates in the line. That's my understanding. It dissipates in the wire.